Hi friends. So, for my birthday, a friend of mine got me a bunch of crafty things. And one of the things she got me was this wooden plaque. And now, I'm finally ready to paint on it. So let's get started. First, I'm just feeling the canvas. Getting in touch with the vibes. Doing some swirlies? Okay, this is getting weird. What to paint? What to paint? I've got it. Gesso. Okay, now it's time for a sketch.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I finally have an idea. But first, useless story time. When I first was really getting into drawing, I was obsessed with these mashup collage sort of pictures. I did different themes, some had faces, some didn't. But something about all of those cute drawings squished together like that is so visually appealing to me. But sometimes, after I draw a picture, I'm afraid to color it in and ruin it. I think that this picture is the reason. I loved this drawing until I colored it in. I don't know why, but something about it just isn't as cute as before. So I'm gonna try and redo this one. For this new one, I'm gonna abandon the faces. I love the kawaii style of everything having a face, but I just felt like simplifying it a little bit. The second change I'm gonna make is really cramming everything together. In the old picture, there are a lot of open spaces that I filled in with doodles and patterns. And there are still a few open spots in this sketch, mostly because I still need to work on my placement and spacing, but I think I can live with them. I promise that someday I will be brave enough to sketch directly on the item that I'm decorating, but someday is not today. So I transferred the sketch with transfer paper. I think part of what I don't like about the old piece is that I don't feel like I chose the right colors. Something about it is almost too chaotic. So I'm gonna try to limit my palette a little bit. I mean, not that much, cause I still want all the colors, but maybe if I stick to just pastels. Okay, looking good so far. My OCD brain always wants to color all of one color at once, like color all of the pink in the whole picture, and then all of the orange, and so on. But this time, I'm trying to stick to coloring each object individually so that I don't get lost in the picture. Some of these shapes don't really look like anything yet, and I have to keep referring back to my sketch, so it would be easy to get confused and color it in the wrong color. Like this purple thing is a star. Obviously, my star drawing abilities have not improved much. This Earth-like planet developed some sort of melting disease somehow, but I do fix that at some point. Here's a planet that is most definitely not Saturn. And here's a less dumb-looking star. There's a rocket ship. Do you like that sound effect? I made it myself. Some turquoisey clouds. And you might be wondering, why are there clouds in space? And the answer is, I don't know. It's my galaxy and I say so? For all of these little open areas, I went with a deep navy blue. And I decided that the best way to fix that stupid purple star was to extend it. But now,
The star is behind the moon. The moon is behind the lump of space. But the lump of space is also behind the star.
I know this is a kind of ridiculous thing to focus on, but it really bothers me. And now that everything is filled in, it's time for some shading and details. This part made me so nervous. Up until now, I really like the colors that I've chosen, so if this ruins it, I'm gonna be so pissed. But future me knows that this comes out okay, so you can just sit back and enjoy. After all of the details, it was time for the outline. Now my plan was to outline everything in the same navy blue that I used on those open areas. Then I would do a slightly thicker navy blue outline around each individual object. But I didn't think to look at my supplies first. I only had 2 sizes of navy blue posca, and neither were thin enough. And they don't even make navy blue poscas in the finer tipped markers. So, crap. Let's try black instead. Oh yay, I actually really like it. I'm not even going to do the thicker outline because I like it just like this. I'm so excited that I've gotten so far and I don't hate this yet. For these sort of larger open spaces, I thought they needed a little something, so I decided to add stars.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
And now I hate it. It was going so well. I tried to cover some of them back up, but I still hate them a little bit. For the outside, I decided just to color the whole thing black. I probably should have gotten out paint and painted this with a brush, but I was so anxious to finish it before I messed something else up. And it's finally done. Even though I like to make fun of myself, and I can definitely see flaws in it, I do genuinely love this piece. Does it make sense logically or physically? No, not even close. Are there things I would change if I did it over? Always, absolutely. But I love the colors together, and my eyes are just really happy looking at it. What do you think? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.